News of a prominent man being taken into police custody for alleged abuse of a minor has rocked the country. But one social advocate is not surprised. She says this situation and many others like it are a result of inaction by the lawmakers, those who have the power to ensure that predators face the full brunt of the law. Sealys says when it comes to the fight against child abuse, all hands must be on deck. She has commended police for their part in apprehending the alleged suspect. But as it relates to policymakers, Sealys says their action has been woefully inadequate.
There are over 4,000 sexual assaults and other complaints from the Ministry of Education and the school councillors to the Department of Human Services. You have nobody doing anything about them. So the situation has been bad for a very long time. However, we must say thank God for this, that this was reported and whatever had to be done has been done by the police. It remains in the hands of the justice system to ensure that justice is served. But apart from that, we must remember that legislation and arresting one individual will not solve the problem. It has to be more than that. And the government has to go back to the drawing board and determine how best or better they can protect children.
Sealys has and continues to question the commitment of the government to combating child abuse. Sealys says there is need for the government to do some restructuring and investigation of its own institutions to ensure that they are adequately armed for the fight against child abuse.
The government of St. Lucia has done a terrible job when it comes to violence against women and children. They don't have the necessary structures in place. And those institutions they have, you have the children's home, you have the boys training center, you have the Department of Human Services, the Family Court. These are not properly financed. They don't have the necessary human capacity. The systems, the process, the procedures they use to rehabilitate and to provide care and protection for these children is called into question at every given time. There are allegations of sexual abuse of children at the Boys Training Center and at the children's home that is not being investigated by the government.
Sealys says it's now up to the judiciary to ensure that there is justice in this matter. But beyond that, she says, every individual needs to do some introspection and ensure that they are part of the solution to child abuse and not part of the problem.